Hi there, welcome to my channel. It is Tina at Tina Stitches. Today is Sunday, November 14th. Winter is here. We had a major snowfall Thursday. Started Wednesday into Thursday and Friday. Kind of, let up on Saturday. So we got more than a foot of snow. So I think it's going to stay this time. So that meant that I got a snow day on Thursday, which, you would think that means that I got a lot of stitching done, but the reason why I haven't been on time with my video and not a lot of stitching done is because we were hosting family. My husband's two brothers were up in the area on a hunting trip, and so they came to visit us after they were done in the bush. So they ended up staying here longer than expected because of the snowstorm. The one brother is a meteorologist, and so he was watching the weather very carefully and predicted quite correctly that they would have trouble leaving on Thursday. So it was either leave Wednesday or stick around till Saturday. Guess what they did? It was really, really fine because we ended up showing him some new board games. So that's one of the things that we do when we're snowed in, play board games. Kind of regretted it on Thursday because really on Friday, because really we should have been outside clearing out some of the snow Thursday as it was coming down. But c'est la vie. So yeah, so it's been 3 weeks since my last video. I think I may have said that I would be back for sure in 2 weeks, but if I did promise that I couldn't make it, I'm very sorry. I know my channel has a community tab, but I can't find it from the devices that I use. So I would have posted somewhere, not available, not happening, really sorry about it, but I couldn't. So I'm very sorry. Welcome to the channel. If you enjoy cross stitch, I hope you find something that you will like. If you don't enjoy cross stitch, I hope you will find something that you like. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will be doing a giveaway at the end of the video because this is hitting triple digits, video 100. It has been 4 years and sporadic videos. To be honest, I'm kind of regular in that you get 1 or 2 a month, but yeah, aside from the snowstorm and family visiting, life has been pretty much normal. Son is still living here. I still don't have my craft room, which is why I'm still recording in the dining room, which is still not unpacked. That's the way it is here. We are under renovation. Continuous. Constant renovation. So that's not going to get unpacked for a while. So, where shall I begin? I have a few whips and a few plans, and I'm just writing something down so that I don't forget to tell you at the end. So everything is piled up around me, and sorry, not unzipped. I'll try to do it as quietly as possible. So this project I worked on for 3 days, and I got good progress. This is my GGR Reproductions Les Belles Lettres de GiGi. Tea. It is very hard to see the pattern. It's tone on tone, and when you look it up online, it's an even worse picture. So I am stitching mine in Anchor Black on a piece of 36 count Edinburgh linen that I dyed myself. And here's where I am. So I stitched the cat, and I finished up the framework here, and that's about it. So this frame will have a big rooster in the middle, and then there's a giant T down here and a bunny rabbit over here. So that's where I'm going to go next. And that will be page 3. There's a mermaid on the other side of the T as well. So, and that pink is very bright, almost Pepto pink. So that's pretty true. I know with the curtains that I have, you're going to get a red tinge to a red flavor to the video. Shirt doesn't help either. So put that away. And yes, the dogs are here. Gidget is, I think she's upstairs with Dad, and Khaleesi is in the chair. She doesn't make any noise, but she's also injured, and we're going to have to take her to the vet. She's holding one of her back paws up, and that was a very concerning situation we had with our other dog, which that ended up being a blood clot on the spine. But he was dragging his back paw. She's lifting it up like it's sore, it's tender. But we've checked her nails, checked the pads and everything, and we're thinking she needs an x-ray to find out what it could be. But if you hear footsteps, barking, I'm sorry, not sorry. So, and Les Belles Lettres de GiGi I started in 2021, so that's a recent start. This is my, well, one of my more recent starts. I don't have a picture. It's Mystery Stitch Along. And this is what I usually work on at work, but we had a locum pharmacist come in, and he took the same lunch hour as myself and my son, and so there was no room at the table for me to stitch. So I just wound up bringing it home and leaving it here. So I didn't get much done on it. I did stitch on it a couple evenings to try to, I want to say make up for it, but it really didn't make up for it because I am so far behind now. I think there are 3 more parts beyond this. But here's where I am. And I am stitching mine with a conversion I did myself with Weeks Dye Works, Petite Treasure Braid, and Gentle Arts. And I have gone through and marked the symbol on the floss itself, because there have been times when I thought that, let's just say, the two greens, I would have picked the wrong green in some instances, so I marked it on the tag. So there's that one. Owl Forest Embroidery, Alice in Wonderland Mystery Sal, and they are going to continue to release pieces until April. It's a big one. Next one, I believe that you've seen this in the last video, and I think that the only thing that's changed is the gold boxes, the gold stitching. This is Vixen by Nora Corbett. I started all of the Nora Corbett Christmas Eve couriers in May of 2017 as part of my mania. I've only got 2 or 3 done. Some of them are very close, such as this one. And I think last time I showed it, the border wasn't finished. And the boxes I stitched in Petite Treasure Braid because I didn't have the cry-neck. This one is the actual cry-neck, and they look very similar. So all that's left on this, and I did the back stitching. I'm not sure how far it was when you last saw it. So those are the last things that I did on this project. And all that's left now is the beading and treasures. I do have to backstitch around his snout a little bit. Yep. Oh, sorry, there's one more other thing. The snow. When I first started this, I had been unsure if I was going to put the snow in or not, and I am going to put the snow in. So the snow will get done eventually. So along with Vixen, I also worked on Donner. So you don't really need the picture because that's pretty much it right there. There's a lot of snowflake type details left to do in the corners and the snow itself, and then the beads, and then it's finished. Another one that could be done. So one of the reasons why I had to switch between Vixen and Donner was because I don't have the beads for Vixen. So I placed an order and it's stuck somewhere. So that will be haul for another time. So then I don't know which order everything is in, but the next project I have to share is Sunflower Street by Victoria Sampler. Oh, the reindeer are both stitched on 32 count Nocturne Belfast linen by Picture This Plus. So this is Sunflower Street, and this is being stitched on 28 count, used to be optic white, then I dyed it. So it is not optic white anymore, and here's where it is now. So I don't think the lettering was done, or the bands above it. I believe this from here down was done. I'm working from the bottom up. So these are going to be very large daisy stitch sunflowers, and then there's pulled thread work above it, and then the large sunflower basket up here. So if I decided to focus on it, it really wouldn't take that long. So I do keep it by my chair, and I try to pull it out as often as I can. And this is being stitched in the called for NPI silks, and they're NPI and Gloriana. I just made myself a thread card to make it easy. So that's where that one is. So my focus for October was Beautitudes, and that was because it was my dad's birthday month, and it's a project that I relate to him. So that's why I chose to stitch it. Let me just grab my big projects here. Okay. My goal for this year, I didn't bring the pattern. Hold, please. Okay, Gidget has decided to join us, so if you hear the patter of running puppy feet, that's her. Beautitudes by My Big Toe. It's better than the barking. So this is, you know, the Psalm. I cannot remember the psalm, but it is the Blessed are the poor, the Beautitudes. And the one thing that really drew me to this is all the fancy lettering, because I love lettering, and the fancier it is, the more I like it. So this design is basically 6 pages, 2 across and 3 down. And I started in the middle because that's generally what I do. It's the way I was self-taught from a magazine or whatever it was. Start in the middle and work your way out. So anyways, my goal for this year is to finish the 2 center pages. I started this in Mania of 2020. I am stitching it with Threadworks and Gentle Arts Cranberry. The Threadworks is showing up very dark there, but it is a very dark blue with some slight shading. And here is where it is. This is being stitched on 22 count hardanger, which looks like linen, or sorry, it looks like Ada, but it splits a lot easier than Ada does. It looks so good, I want to pick it up again. I put it away over a week ago. You know, family was here and all that too. But that's where it is. So this row here, a little like the bottom row of stitches are in the next page below. So I really should bring the border down that far. But I've stitched up into the next page here. So it works, it balances out stitch wise. But this one I do have to work on the border whenever I pick it up, because otherwise that border is never going to get finished. And I did use this in my monthly magazine challenge for the letter O, because this is mainly what I was working on, this part and this row, and that's a big ol' O right there. Needle minder I made myself. I keep forgetting to mention things like that. A lot of the time I make my own needle minders, but there's, you know, I've gotten needle minders from kits and such. I have bought them before I started to make them. Like this one in here. That's a Kelmscott Designs. So, my projects just seem to get bigger and bigger. The next two projects that I have to share are big. Also referred to as BAP. And these two I have in my pattern keeper, so I'm just going to pull that up. First one I worked on, and this one, okay, so I'm having Facebook issues and I am participating in monthly magazine challenge, but I haven't posted there for a while. I don't get on Facebook very much right now. So this is the magazine challenge for November. The challenge is Home is Where the Heart Is. So you pick a magazine chart that has that theme, and the word is home, H-O-M-E. You cross stick, so you try to pick a pattern of any kind that you can match to those letters. I didn't want to use Owl Forest for O, but I can't find anything else, and right now it does need to be focused on because it's not a everyday project, if that makes sense. So H is for Hatter, designed by Omri Kresh and charted by Gecko Rouge. It's a kit. I got 25 count, pre-gridded, whatever it is. I'm starting at the bottom and working my way up. And over the last couple of days, well, the last 3 weeks, but only about 3 days worth of stitching, I've probably put in 1,000. And here's where it's at. So I worked over here. No, sorry, I worked on this side and filled in up a bit here. And then I came over here and I'm working up in this area and up here. No rhyme or reason, just because. And to be honest, this area here was, there was a couple of random stitches, but then it was solid stitching. One color, fill it in. Over here was a lot of confetti, and it got really, really thick and really, really hard on the fingers. So I may have to get some of those silicone finger cots. Now here's a needle minder from the Black Needle Society box, and this is from Denkai Designs. And I'm stitching 2/1 half cross. Now for the next one, the final whip, the biggie. This one is Beloved by Adele Sessler, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I have been working on this one since 2016. I have one other project from 2016, and I've been procrastinating on finishing that one. That would be Crystal Christmas. It's all beads. It's almost exclusively beads that are left on that project. So that's a snow day kind of project. This here, I am about down to here, so I have that much left to do. And here's where we are right now. So I'm focused in this area, and during the weekday I do the darker colors over here, and on the weekends I do the lighter color over here. I had been hoping to get like 180 stitches a day in order to reach a 1400 stitches a week goal. You know, being on the weekend, picking up the slack. But with company being here, and with this being no longer solid black like it was over here I just stitched black. I could make that no problem, but over here being not nearly as well, there's a lot of color switching. I mean, there's a lot of trails to follow, but that takes more focus and I get less stitching done in that area for the time frame. So my stitching for that has gone down somewhat. One brother-in-law was sleeping on the couch here, one was upstairs in a chair, and the nephew was down in the basement. So when I'd get up, I would quietly come to the table with my coffee, set up my stitching, set up my ring light for my stitching light, which works really good actually, and get some of that done. And most mornings I got just over 100. The one morning I got only 76. So last week with company here I only got 820 stitches. So yeah. But the one brother-in-law has said that when that is finished, he will build a frame for it. So I picked out some styles and sent those to him, so we will see what happens with that. So now I have more incentive to get that finished. So that is all of my whips. That was quite a pile. And plans. My plans are all over the place. I don't really have anything set for November except for the acrostic, which I worked on Hatter. I worked on Owl Forest. I probably will work on those more. But I do need to pull out Mirabilia Crystal Christmas and work on that. So I put that down for M, and I put down Jeanette Douglas's Strawberries for E because it involves embroidery. There are specialty stitches in that design. So that's my plans. Other plans, stitching related, is I have a package coming from 123. It got delayed. I don't know if it's the new shipping company that they're using, but it's like it took a week to go from where they dropped it off or had it picked up, whatever, to get to USPS. So I haven't checked the tracking today, but it should be here soon, and in that package I have fabric. I'm going to be dyeing some fabric, and I'm going to use that for my giveaway. I was hoping to have it before my giveaway, but like to show you right now, but it's just not here. So it should be here any day, so that means that I could dye it on one of the evenings, or I can do it next weekend. But I will be dyeing fabric, so when I pick a winner, I hope to have the fabric done to show you. But now I'm wondering do I let you pick a color? I mean, I'm very novice dyer, so if you say I want pink, it could be a very bright pepto pink, or it could be a very pale pink. I don't know. I'm new at this. So I'm still mulling that over. So I guess that I should show you. Actually, I did get one bit of haul / happy mail. This came from Stitch and Stuff. I won one of their giveaways. They have giveaways every week, so if you are looking for a giveaway, I mean, you can go and check them out, but really they're just a great channel to watch regardless of the giveaway, because I watch their channel and I don't even stitch the same styles that they do. So I just love their banter, and it's 3 generations of stitchers, and they all share their stuff. Anyways, go check them out. Stitch and Stuff. And this is what I won. Wicked Cute Cat by Homespun Elegance. This is a new design from this year too. So I have something to stitch for next Halloween. I did not finish any of my Halloween stitching, like fully finish for displaying, and I didn't display any. We didn't do anything for Halloween, and then Halloween rolled around, and there were kids going out. There was a good deal of kids for this place. Yes, I see you over there. Okay, well, I thought he'd never leave. The guys from upstairs came down and were doing stuff in the kitchen. So, anyways, so I do have some other plans to talk about. 2021 is coming to an end. 2022, I did not do any big plans. I mean, I did have goals, but no plans to meet those goals. So my plan for 2022, I have 2 different things I'm considering. One of them is I'm going to be participating in WhipGo. The other thing that I'm going to do, and I don't know exactly how this, I don't know if it's a thing in another group. I'm calling it 22 and 22. I believe in the Heaven and Earth Designs group it's 22,000 stitches in 22, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm sure I could do that with something. I think I have 50,000 stitches left on Beloved, so I could probably do that. My goal for Beloved is to have it finished next fall. But 22 and 22 for me is going to be 22 hours on each of my current whips, and 22 hours or finish, if that's what it takes. So that's how I'm going to work out my whip go board with my current whips. And remember, I do have some bigger projects like Mirabilia's Adele and Queen Mariposa. Those are both started this year, so 22 hours on each of those. 22 hours on Hatter, Beautitudes, the Lettres, the GiGi, Dressmaker's Daughter, all those. That's how I'm going to set my goals. I'm going to set a time goal and use a timer app because I don't count stitches. The only time I count stitches is on a pattern keeper design. So hopefully that will work in 2022. So that's my idea that I'm floating around. And so now 100 episodes. Technically I think it's like 103 because I did like 3 stitch alongs, but 100. Here we are, and I have some things to give away. First thing I'm going to give away is a project bag. Cute vinyl front project bag. I did make this one myself, and it does go against what I have recently done in that there's red fabric on the inside. So I'm going to put out a warning that you may want to have your fabric in another bag inside this. It's a horrible thing to say, but I'm worried about the color fastness of this fabric. But this bag is beautiful. Very whimsical, and it will hold an 8x8 Q-snap and the pattern and the fabric, pattern and floss very easily. So if you want this project bag, say I didn't come up with some code words, so let's say Christmas for the vinyl project bag. And I better write that down. The next thing I am giving away as one single prize, I'm pulling it out of the vinyl. Both patterns, embroidery scissors and sewing scissors, along with the thread pack for embroidery scissors, which is the same thread that I used for both designs. I will put in a disclaimer that you will have to buy another black because there's a lot of black and the one is not enough. I believe I was at the end of the second one. And if you want this package, say scissors. Use scissors in your comment. If you are interested in fabric that I've dyed, I have 28 count and 32 count on the way. And I'm going to dye it. I have various RIT dyes at my disposal, so we'll see what I come up with. If you are interested in fabric, say fabric, and maybe tell me a color that you would be interested in, because apparently I may be able to custom dye it. So say fabric, if you want fabric, scissors if you want the scissors kit, and the last thing that I'm going to put up as a gift is a Heaven and Earth Designs gift certificate. Or if you have a wish list, you can let me browse your wish list and I will purchase a pattern for you. And for that, you will say, beloved. And that will be a digital pattern, so there will be no postage or anything required for that. So, and it would be immediate gratification. You won't have to wait for me to get to the post office and put these things in the mail or dye them. So those are the 4 things that I have for giveaway. I wish I had more, but that's it. So I want you to avoid using the term giveaway or winner or any of those things that are going to cause people to come and troll the videos just because they want to win stuff. Please be a subscriber. And please be over 18 so that I can ask for your address. I will ship, these are fairly small things, so I will ship them worldwide. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy that. And I think I've covered everything I intended to cover. I don't have any under 1,000 subscribers new to me to recommend, because I haven't been watching any Flosstube for the last week anyways. I just got caught up on Sunshine Stitchers and started to watch Teresa Little Stitcher this morning because I'm stitching and that's what I do when I work on Beloved on the weekends. So I need to go catch up on some Flosstube, and I need to edit this video, put it together, try to take out the bits at the beginning and the ends where there's people talking at me, and get this uploaded. So it probably won't be until Tuesday that you see this video, Tuesday the 16th, and I should put a draw date on here. Let me look at my calendar. I'm gonna do 2 weeks, and if I can't do the draw in 2 weeks, then I will just stop comments or something, so that the very least I would like to do is do a video with the draws and upload that in 2 weeks. So let's say December 3rd, midnight Central, December 3rd will be That would be almost 3 weeks. So yeah, you'll get 3 weeks then. Let's say midnight Central, December 3rd. If I get another video in before that, then you have another video to watch before the draw. But December 3rd, midnight is the cutoff for the draw for the 100th video celebration. I should have been wearing a party hat and had streamers and everything, but I don't have a store near me to just, oh, I need to go get some streamers. And that's like a 40-minute trip. So it didn't happen. Maybe next time when I draw the winters, maybe I'll have a hat then. But until then, I'm gonna go get some stitching done, catch up on some Flosstube, maybe do a little bit of laundry. Yeah. Until next time, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and happy stitching.